So stuff took kind of a rough turn weather-wise. It was a lot bigger storm than anticipated. I thought we were going to get a little bit of rain, a small percentage. Hopefully we just drive right through it, but this is pretty rough. So yeah, this whole week was supposed to be no rain, nothing. It was supposed to be nice and dry. Weather was shifted from a humid heat to a dry heat. So hopefully this is a cold front that just blows in. Get a nice cool rest of the day. But driving through this is pretty rough, so I'm going slow, safe, especially with the kayaks on top. But it is Texas, so the weather changes every hour or so. Alright, well, I'm going to check the map, the radar, just to be sure there's nothing serious, and then I'm going to head out. So if it's any testament to Texas weather, so that looks nasty, that's what we drove through, and that is clear skies, where we're going. So, weather changes super quick. It was a small storm. I was able to kind of watch it as it was tracking, so it's not even going to touch us by the time we get to the state park. So, and it just got through it. It was kind of sketchy for a second there, I was worried. So for the sake of making this kind of like a road trip situation, I decided to stop at one of the most famous barbecue places in Tyler, Poke and Eye. My friend told me I had to check this out. I think he thought I was staying at Tyler State Park, but this time we're going to Purtis Creek, but it goes right through Tyler. This location is apparently world famous, and so I went ahead and got 2 brisket sandwiches. I'm sure Luke's going to chow down once he wakes up, but we are back on the road after I munch this guy down. Okay, so drove through a storm, 2 hours on the road, and my legs just need to get stretched out. We did make it to Purtis Creek State Park. What? Really cool, very, very interesting back roads. Tyler, Texas was actually pretty interesting too. It's like an interesting little downtown area. We didn't stop really anywhere except for the barbecue spot. I am full and ready to either hit the trail or yak it up. Alright, so we made it to the day use area. This day use area is huge. There's a massive pavilion over here, a ton of tables. There's a park behind me. Luke's hitting at the park for a while. I think our site here is hike in, so I'm going to get the pack ready. Kind of just load everything we need in, our shelter, our foodstuffs, and get in there. So we have a nice little spot. Just get more situated this time. We were gonna go swimming because this beach looks amazing. I'll show it to you here. So, but if you look here, yeah. So it says freshwater leeches, seasonal freshwater leeches are in the area. So I don't think we're gonna be doing anything other than going in the kayaks as far as that goes, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. There's really no light pollution I can see in this entire area, so I think the stargazing is gonna be like top notch. I'll try to take some night shots with the phone because it does have a night sky feature, which I'm gonna test out. But I'll probably just tell you how it looks, and then if you want to see, you got to come here and check it out. Okay, so, oh yeah, so we made it to the solar system trail. It's pretty awesome. Basically, they put up these markers along the line that have different descriptions of the planets. The cool thing is they use some type of scaling to scale how far the planets are from each other. So it's really cool to be able to kind of run with Luke and teach him like how much distance there is between Mars and Jupiter and how close the Earth is to the sun compared to some of these other planets. And so we're taking the trail. He's eagerly excited to see the next planet. Super duper fun. I would assume that this would be the cool spot to go look for stars. So hopefully it's not cloudy tonight. And we can kind of come out here, do some night hiking, and get out the spotlight and look at some stars. I will update you on whether they included Pluto. This is a very old park, so it's possible. Okay, so this trail was actually pretty easy, pretty flat.
No, rocket ship can't talk.
Oh, I'm his rocket ship, and we're flying out to the edge of space. It turns out Pluto is not on the list, but woo! They have got the scaling down right.
Hey, now you have to close your eyes.
Because
Now you have to close your eyes.
it's pretty far to get back to the sun.
Hey.
But we're gonna get back to the sun and hopefully back to our space station.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to our primitive site. You have to hike in, so all my stuff is essentially in my pack. This little dude has got his pack. Let me see your pack, bud. Yeah. Oh, that's a good thing to have. Come on.
Well, wow, if I can.
One time, just do it real quick. Okay. All right, let's go. Well, he knows how to use his whistle, so that's good. But, so this is kind of fun. You get to hike into your site. It's not a terribly long hike, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty fun. So I'm going to add the hyperlapse video. They have the good old composting toilets. Those are great. Not. But environmentally friendly. Pretty good. Our site is M because I was smart enough to get the furthest one because that makes sense. So we're headed to M. But yeah, that's the little trail to the primitive campsite here. So not super duper far. Hopefully our site is also not super duper far, but either way, we'll find out. Okay, so site M was probably a mistake. It is really far for this little guy, but he is doing it, so we're gonna keep going. Okay. This was totally worth it. Like, whoa. This is an awesome spot. We're definitely gonna be able to see the stars tonight. If we have enough time, I think we do, we can get the kayaks over here and dock them. That way we can get some wood over here and get a fire going. So that is the mission, but we are burning daylight. So this little man is a trooper, an absolute trooper for making it this far. Note to self, probably get a closer sight. These trails look short, but they're not. So okay, tent is set up, area is set up. Yeah, tell me what you're doing.
I'm using this so my hand doesn't get dirty and I'll burn.
Oh, and you, Luke, are my hero.
And you are my best friend.
Oh, oh, so sweet. But yeah, he's my hero. I cannot believe he did this. And he's totally willing to go back and get the wood with me. Obviously, I'm not going to leave him here. Even if his legs will hurt, he'll still go. We're going to stay at his pace. One thing that I struggle with, yep, so nobody gets lost. One thing I struggle with, I kind of have a faster pace, obviously, because my legs are longer, but just keep in mind when you go camping with toddlers, their legs are shorter, so you're gonna be at a slower pace. You're gonna have to, so one thing to keep the little dudes motivated is to have some type of a treat or reward. Rewards work way better than just, again, kind of telling them, you know, you better keep up, you better keep up. It's just not gonna work. But if you let them know that there are some M&Ms at the car, so the sooner we get back to get those M&Ms, the more we can have. Oh, well, we don't even need to get wood. All right, so this is the last video I'm gonna take because it's starting to get dark. But this is an awesome hike. We're hiking back. We're gonna get the canoes, kayaks, get those back to the site, load our stuff into it so we can bring some wood, because there's no way I'm lugging 30 pounds of wood up here, or however many pounds it was. But walking through the woods is amazing. There's all these like fireflies everywhere. So just super majestic. This is definitely awesome. We are in the middle of nowhere, and definitely feels like it. And it's only 2 hours from our house. Peace.